Hey guys, Dustler Magic here, and this video is going to be significantly lacking in details because people just don't want to watch a 30-minute documentary about like what's going on here, and trust me, that won't even scratch the surface. But at the end of the day, it is not Wizards' fault that Masters 25 failed miserably and is worth nothing. It is 100% the fault of Sports and More. Perhaps you've heard of me mentioning them. If you want to check them out, I mean, stores.ebay.com/sportsandmore. As far as I can tell, they sell exclusively on eBay, which a little bit of a weak point. Foreshadowing. But they were selling boxes, and I saw the screenshots, and I don't think they were doctored. They sold over 1,000 booster boxes of M25 for $159 and probably 99 cents, free shipping. How the hell is anybody supposed to compete with them? And up until very recently, how the hell were they getting boxes cheaper than I can get them at the distributor level? That's messed up. And they've been selling, boxes of standard products for like 77, 78 bucks. I mean, low 80s. I used to pay like 84 a box. I mean, I don't even know what the new price is, but it's about that. And I'm thinking, well, if I get it from the distributor and then I sell them, I got to pay shipping and eBay fees, and eBay and PayPal fees are like 11%. So nobody can figure out how the hell these people are making money. I mean, maybe people are saying maybe they aren't. Maybe it's their loss leader to draw attention to themselves because they sell other things. I don't think so. Let's just cut the crap. They're almost definitely GTS, okay? Let me tell you a story. There's distributors in America that can sell Magic products. They're called ACD Distributors, Aladdin, Alliance, DeVere, Diamond Comics, GTS, Magazine Exchange, PhD, and Southern Hobby. By the way, never use Southern Hobby. They're terrible. If you had to pick one, go with ACD. They're just the best all around. Price, customer service, everything. So one of the smaller ones, but that's more spread out, is GTS, and I'm not going to go into the reasons, but people are pretty darn sure that GTS is Sports and More. Now, according to the Sports and More, like if you order something, their actual return address and all their, business filings and crap, they're some little dinky, like 1,500 square foot store out in like, I don't know, North Carolina or something like that. The name doesn't even match, and then they had like their oh god, do I even want to go into all the crap that they're doing to hide who they really are? Like they had their images removed from Google Street View, except poorly, so you can still tell that the name of the store is evidently MVP Sports or something like that. People have investigated, all the staff constantly lie, but okay, I'm not going to go into that. What I'm going to say is 4,000 boxes of M25, there is literally not enough cubic volume in that store to put 4,000 boxes in it. So obviously they're not actually shipping out other eBay crap, quote, out of the back. The back is probably a closet. I think you could maybe fit 100 boxes in there if you're lucky. Okay, this is not a warehouse. This is a front, as they call it. So they're doing all this crap to hide themselves, and because they keep getting, harassed nonstop. Imagine that. You try to put 1,000 LGSs out of business, you get some hate. Who would have thought? But anyway, I got more videos coming up about them because, just spoiler alert, let's just travel to the future. I'm going to get them kicked off of eBay, or Wizards is going to kick them and cut them off for Magic products. One of the two is going to happen, and if Wizards fails, I'm going to take action. And everything's going to be on the up and up. I'm not going to do anything illegal, duh. It's just, eBay's a little fragile, and the last person to piss me off had 1.1 million feedback. Their account went back to 2006. They sold me some counterfeit items, and I got their entire account shut down permanently. I'm not going to say what I and a group of people did, but I just told people what happened. I'm like, hey, look at this. And they're like, yeah, okay, we work in the same industry as you. Let's strike them. Let's hit them. Let's unleash hell on them. So, yeah, it would be a lot more polite if Wizards just told them, can you stop ruining our entire product economy? Can you do that maybe? But anyway, this ain't about, sealed product, because that's pretty obvious. How the hell can your store compete with $159 free shipping? And I will give them this, okay, they sold about 3,000 to 4,000 more boxes, according to me checking on them and other screenshots I saw from other people before they sold out, for I think it was about $179.99 per box, or $184 or something like that. So apparently the first 1,000 went pretty quick at $159, so they had to raise the price a little bit, or they had inside information. I wouldn't put it past them. So I did a buttload of math that I will not bore you with, but today I did all kinds of spreadsheets, extrapolations, everything. Super summarized. When Wizards planned M25, okay, about, 3-4 months ago, and they finalized it, sent it to the printers, okay, it had between $450 and $600 per box expected value of singles in it. That is what they chose. They chose to put, we'll split the difference, $525. They put about $525 per box in it. knowing that as soon as you announce a reprint, it's going to drop about 30%. So historically, we're talking going back to MM2, MM3, EMA, a couple others. When you announce that a card is being reprinted, just across the board, all the cards total tend to go down 20 to 30%. So I use 30%. Okay, what does that drop it to? Give or take $360, we'll say. So the day of release, or the day that all the spoilers are out and, places like Card Kingdom start posting pre-orders, which, you can obviously calculate the EV of what a box will be by using the pre-orders values of all the singles, which is what I did. The EV was supposed to be $360. Well, even if you pay $240 and open $360, that's healthy. That's good. That's the bare minimum, I would say, because I'm pretty sure EMA was in the 4s, and I'm pretty sure MM2 was, started with a 4 as well. At least until release. Honestly, MM2 did pretty well. So mid 300s to low 400s is what you want to target on like day one of release. Okay, that'll sell a boatload of boxes and a lot of MM2 and 3 sold. And initially so much EMA sold that it was like $260, $280 a box after like 3 days. It actually went up. But the singles didn't, but I think they put probably $700 or $800 worth of cards into EMA. I mean, there was some stuff in there. So I took, like I said, all the cards that were in M25 and I went to like mtgstocks.com, TCG Player, anybody who has like a historical price. I did like about a 3 to 6 month or 1 year average. Just, okay, what was the price? Because some of these were printed 8 years ago. So the price pretty much is the price. You know what I mean? So like the average 2017 price, that's where you get the 450 to 600 range. That's what the EV should have been. So Wizards did their part. They put enough value in it. In fact, I could say the same about Iconic Masters. The EV was huge, huge. I cannot reiterate this enough. Wizards put enough value in singles in Masters 25. They just did. Then what the hell happened? Well, what determines an EV 2 weeks before release? The single sellers. So you look at everybody offering pre-orders. So just name your favorite vendor that sells pre-orders. It's them. They set the prices because, I mean, literally, they go into their site and set the prices. So why, oh why, a week before release was Card Kingdom's box EV $241? Because that's what it was. You saw my video, I used their numbers. Every single rare and mythic plus foil and then ignored all the rest. It was $241. Well, that's $1 above MSRP. Why the hell wouldn't they just add 20% to every single? And honestly, there's cards that were like $12 that were selling for $6. They didn't drop it 30%. They dropped it like 50%. From everybody I talked to, which for the record, not Card Kingdom, they sure as hell wouldn't talk to me. But just, I know a guy who knows a guy, or I know a guy who's a member of a, private group on so-and-so website, and they're all talking to each other, and, the WPN people are talking to each other, and those people are talking to each other, and the general word on the street is consistently, oh crap, Sports & More is selling boxes for $159 with no limit. Keep in mind, eBay has no, limit 5 per customer. No, they don't do that. You could go to Sports & More and congratulations, you just got your distributor account basically without having a building or filing an LLC filing. You can order 100 boxes from them for $159 a piece. So now that everybody and their grandma is a single seller, especially on Card Shark, TCG, and eBay, they have to compete with that, and they know that. So sites like Card Kingdom, they just, and even Channel Fireball and anybody who offers pre-orders, I think Channel Fireball is pre-orders, but just anybody who does, they were like, oh my God, okay, so we got to compete with these clowns. Just drop everything another 20%. So that's the timeline, that's the cause and effect, and I am very, very confident that that's how things went down, that's how the decision-making went. Because like I said, how else do you get from, $525, okay, maybe knock off a 30% because reprints, and we're at, healthy little $360. And then the pre-orders are posted, and oh my God, the EV is $240. How else do you get there? I mean, Card Kingdom trying to sabotage Wizards? I don't think so. I mean, that would be funny, but I don't think so. Okay, that would actually be like really funny. Like, oh, you think you're going to make money on this product? Slash it another 30%, Johnny. If I go down, I'm taking you with me, Wizards. Screw you. Okay, no, I'm pretty sure they're on speaking terms. But I got to admit, that would be funny. Not probably true, but it would be funny. So Wizards put a boatload of appropriate value in the set. Sports & More got their hands on way too much of it, which that's a whole other thing, but they're a distributor. They're selling it for below distributor prices, usually for standard at least, and this one it was close to it. Nobody can compete, and there's no limit on who they sell to because they're selling directly to the end customer or just whoever. Literally anybody in America with an eBay account is who they're selling to, and then everybody else had to lower their singles prices to match $159 a box because everybody's going to be opening them, and a ton of those boxes are going to hit the singles market, or the cards from them, I should say. So when you got to compete with that, and now there's way more sellers and everybody's going to undercut each other, you might as well just start at a lower number. Otherwise, word on the street is going to be, oh, don't buy a pre-order because, you know, the day after release when everybody else is allowed to sell them, or people who just don't want to dick around with pre-orders, they're going to undercut everything by like 50% and just crash it. So everybody will keep in the back of their mind, oh, pre-orders are a ripoff. In my opinion, they are to an extent. But I mean, like I said, Card Kingdom, a week before release and a week after release, comparing them to TCG and eBay, they're usually like 5% above, which is like nothing. Like their pre-order prices are pretty spot on most of the time. So I keep, calling them by name because they're just absolutely gargantuan, but just all the single sellers, all the big ones, even the small ones, everybody who does pre-orders, they had to set their prices lower because of Sports and More. So here's the best part. Here's if you're not pissed off enough right now, oh, get ready. Every time somebody mentions this on Reddit, on Wizards' Facebook page, on, well, I'd say Twitter, but there's not much they could do there, sends a support request in, calls Wizards. I mean, you contact Wizards and mention what's going on with Sports and More, how are they doing this, and why are you allowing it? Any of those questions at all. You could literally just be like, does anybody know about these people and how they're getting them so cheap? Boom, deleted. Deleted. If Wizards has control of the platform you are posting on, which is why I said not Twitter, they will delete it. If it's on Twitter, they'll just ignore it. If it's on Facebook, they'll delete it. This is what I'm hearing from everybody all over the globe. You mention these people, Wizards will delete it. So they're covering for them. Clearly, they're covering for them. They know what they're doing. They're aware of it. They've been doing it for set after set after set. They have to know the detrimental effect they're having on the market. And like I said in my last video, my theory is, okay, Wizards sells boxes for 50, and then everybody sells them for 95, we'll say. Cool. A certain number of people are going to buy a certain number of boxes for 95. Well, now Wizards sells them for 50 to everybody everywhere, every distributor, whatever, and Sports and More is selling them for 77, which is, I believe, what Rivals was. More people are going to buy more boxes at 77, but Wizards still gets 50 per box. So the only way to make more money is to move more boxes. So do they care? They benefit from it, except, hello, every LGS is going out of business because you're pushing them out of business. Then they tried to remedy the situation by turning the buy a box promo into like a $23 buy a box standard showdown pack, like times 2. That's like the, oh my God, did we screw up? We need to fix this like extreme measure. Because remember, you buy from Sports and More, you don't get one of those because they even if they were a WPN location, which hello, MVP Sports, they are. They can't get 4,000 boxes worth of standard showdown double prize packs or whatever the hell they were called. The buy a box promo packs. So, oh good, we fixed it, added value. Yeah, except they didn't fix shit. I mean, they didn't fix the damn thing. It clearly is still a problem. So I have an idea, because this sounds awful lot like, people just sending concerned posts and requests to Wizards of the Coast saying, hey, I'd prefer to not get my child kidnapped by a sex offender at F&M. Can you maybe do something about this? Every thread, everything was ignored or deleted by Wizards. So this sounds awfully familiar. And this is, I'd say, arguably as big of a problem. It's more prevalent and widespread, but less important. It's like, oh no, cheap boxes and LGS is going out of business, but my kids are safe. So to even compare them is, whatever. But what I'm saying is they're acting the same way. So since they're acting the same way, let's act the same way. Every YouTube video, every post on Facebook, every tweet, which especially since they can't control Twitter, they can't delete people's replies. Every time Wizard sneezes, we need 10 people behind him saying, what about Sports and More? Every statement, every blog, everything, Tumblr, I mean, everywhere Wizards has a voice, every single reply should be, are you going to do anything about Sports and More? Okay? Because like I said, Sports and More is single-handedly responsible for killing the effective value of Masters 25. It was not Wizards' fault. Little asterisk, but Wizards could have shut them down. So, I mean, but still, it is their fault. Like, they were the cause of it. So Wizards, fix the problem. Everybody out there, link everybody, people who don't even play the damn game but hate Wizards of the Coast, D&D players, go tell them about this video. Or just, this video is it's like 15 minutes long. Just tell them, hey, there's some shady crap going on with, let's just call them what they almost definitely are. GTS Distribution, Sports and More. They're killing literally the entire product by themselves exclusively and single-handedly. Wizards either needs to put in a floor price and say, you are not selling a box below $190. Nobody is. If we catch you doing it, at least for 2 weeks, and I have a time limit on it because you got to liquidate crap sets that don't sell. Plain Taste Anthology and EMA. Excuse me. If they catch them, cut them off. Say you're never selling another Magic product as long as you live. And they kick people out of the WPN all the time. And if they catch WPN people selling to resellers and sharing products between each other, they'll cut them off too. They'll call the distributor and say, never sell to this person again. They've done it many times. I could personally give you 3 examples. So we need to put pressure on them to deal with this instead of ignoring it and hiding it and covering it for them. Which, I mean, people are saying, oh, maybe Wizards of the Coast is Sports and More. They're not. It's basically been disproven. It's also almost definitely not Channel Fireball. There's tons of evidence that it's GTS, just we're not 100% sure. It could be Diamond Comics. They basically are saying it's not. GTS has not said it's not them. There are some, we're tying them to them, but somebody knows somebody, somebody's buddy with somebody, and it's all just crooked, and it's ruining the whole game and the whole product. So we need to fix it. And like I said, I'm letting Wizards fix this because that's a lot less messy. If they don't, well, they might just find themselves and not be welcome on eBay anymore. So hit that subscribe button if you don't want to miss that backup plan, because that'll be some fireworks. Like, I'm not saying it's anything illegal, because it's not. I'm not that stupid. If I was going to do something illegal to shut them down, first of all, I wouldn't. I don't usually do that kind of crap. But I wouldn't be talking about it, obviously. There's ways to shut them down that's completely on the up and up. But definitely grab some popcorn, because this will be entertaining no matter what. So don't miss it. Spread the word. Tell everybody about this. And everything Wizards does from now on should have a weird echo of Sports and More, Sports and More, Sports and More. I want Mark Rosewater to not be able to go into the bathroom and take a shit without hearing Sports and More out of his periphery. But, like, don't actually do that. Like, if you work at Wizards and you're like, yeah, I can get behind this. Like, don't go whisper under the door the Sports and More while Mark Rosewater's in the bathroom. That would just be weird. Or do it. I mean, I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next disaster. Oh, by the way, if you like kind of on the down low secret information, kind of like this video, but not really, I just posted a real spicy information leak that not a lot of people know is public yet, because it isn't. And that's on my Patreon. So, hey, if you got, like, what is it, $1, $2? I think 1 is the threshold. I don't care. I mean, any bit helps at this point. I need to buy a new camera. But if you want to support me, I constantly post all kinds of leaks and juicy details and information direct from my distributor and stuff, like, within 24 hours, and stuff about the future of my channel and videos we're making and just all that stuff. So if you're into that, or if you just want to support me, Patreon link down in the description. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching.